Hello, dear students of English 5. Welcome to your second Zoom meeting of the class. Let's remember that it's really important to get joined to our Zoom meetings because let's remember that Zoom meetings are in order to clarify doubts and questions that we might have related to the session, okay? So it means that today we're gonna be working on Unit 2, Session 2, Caught in the Rush. And for today, we're gonna be working on compound nouns, quantity expressions, and we're going to be making some practice exercise for you to be a little bit more clear and practical related to the content. I don't want to get started by mentioning that is really, really important, really important uh, to take a look, to take a short look at the introductory videos. Introductory videos are in order to provide general ideas about the different contents and activities that we are going to be focused on the session, right? That is the reason why we have Zoom meetings or introductory videos related to the session. And of course that we clarify here in the session. Okay, guys. Uh, Today we're going to be taking a short look at the compound nouns. Compound nouns are words for people, animal, places, things, or ideas made up of two or more words. Okay, so it means that we use the compound nouns not only for people, but for animals, places, things, or ideas. Naima Urbina, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Naima Urbina.
Good afternoon, teacher.
How are you today?
Fine.
Okay, excellent. So as I was explaining to you, we have the compound nouns that in English are words. We use those words for people, animals, places, things, or ideas, and they are made up of two or more words. These are often referred to as close or solid compound nouns. Sometimes, let's remember that compound nouns are connected with the hyphen dry cleaning daughter-in-law. It's like in Spanish, las palabras compuestas. So it's kind of that. That is the compound noun when it comes in English. Okay, so that is our first content of the session. And also we're gonna be working on, and here we have some um, exercise. And also we're gonna be working on a listening part and expressions of quantity, right? We use those expressions to describe quantities in English. So that is our introductory video, okay? Now I'm going to be explaining to you the usage of compound nouns in English, okay? So I want to ask for Naima to help me read this. Can you help me to read this, Naima, please?
Yes,
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
compound nouns are words for people, animals, places, things, or ideas made up of two or more words. These are often referred as closed or solid compound nouns. Sometimes compound nouns are connected with hyphen. Dry cleaning, daughter-in-law, and well-being are some examples of hyphenated compound nouns.
Thank you so much for your participation, Naima. Okay, as you might see in the grammar explanation as Naima was reading, we use those words to describe or not to describe. We use it for people, animals, places, things, or ideas. And they are palabras compuestas that will be into Spanish. And here we have a list of compound nouns. For example, bathroom. It's made up of two words, bath and room. Password, it's made up of two words as well, pass and word. Also in here we have homework. Homework is a compound noun because it has two words mixing in one single noun, okay? That is the compound nouns related to when we have two words in one in order to make a single noun, okay? That is when we understand when it talks about compound nouns. Usuario soon, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Ok, tiene que habilitar su micrófono. Veo que lo tiene habilitado, pero no tiene salida de audio. Ok. Also, guys, we're going to have a video tutorial about compound nouns. We're going to take a quick look at the video, and we are going to be discussing some examples related to compound nouns in English, okay? And also we're going to be working on some examples related to compound nouns, okay? So Naima, you might be looking for your examples, okay? Compound nouns.
Okay.
Let's take a look at it. Let's take
Okay.
a look at the video. Okay, guys, this is a quick video related to compound nouns. Also, you're gonna have uh, an exercise that is going to be evaluated. This exercise is going to be evaluated and you're going to match the nouns to make a compound noun. This exercise goes for 1 point. You will have 2 attempts. If you fail in the first attempt, you're gonna have the second attempt to make it better, okay? And also we're gonna be working on a listening part. Listen and practice, okay? We are going to listen and we are going to practice, okay? So let's take a short look at the listening part, okay? The internet is a little bit slow, so we're gonna wait a little bit. Okay, we're gonna wait a little bit. The internet is a little bit slow, guys. Okay. Okay. It might like the internet, it's working a little bit slow. Okay, let me see. Hold on a moment, please. Okay, so let's wait a little bit, guys, because the internet, it's a little bit slow. Anyways, we can be working on the examples, okay? We're gonna be working on the examples while it's charging. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be working on examples. Compound nouns. Compound nouns, okay? So I'm gonna be asking for some examples related to compounds, okay? So I'm gonna start by asking to, I want to start by asking to Naima Urbina, can you bring me your first example? Can you provide me, please, your first example?
Coffee maker.
Coffee maker. Excellent. Thank you. Eh, usuario de Zoom, please, could you bring me another example? Usuario de Zoom. Usuario de Zoom, please, could you bring me your example? I have another example, guys. My map also. Okay. Se desconectó usuario de Zoom. Okay, that's a pity. Naima Urbina, could you bring me another example, please?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper, excellent. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. Okay, if you notice, those are compound nouns. It means that we have two words to make a single noun. Okay, so it's really easy. It's really clear. The information is pretty clear for you to handle. And if you have a question, Naima, do you have a question so far? Tere, good afternoon, Tere. Tere Lopez. Good afternoon, Tere Lopez.
Good afternoon.
Okay, Maciel. Maciel, good afternoon. Okay, Tere, basically we were discussing about the usage of compound nouns in English. And we say that we use those words for people, animal, places, things, or object. Let's remember that a compound noun is formed by two words to make a single noun. Naima was providing us some examples such as coffee maker, my map, and toilet paper, sorry. If you notice, coffee maker, we mix two words to make a single noun, okay? Do you have a question, Maciel, Tere? Okay. And here we have the listening part.
No.
Perspective transportation services. We're going to listen. Okay, listen to these comments about transportation services, match them to the correct pictures. But we're just gonna have the listening part. Okay, so basically the track is related to the different transportation services, and they are describing different issues that they might be going through when it comes to transportation services. Okay, now we're going to go ahead. We're gonna go ahead, and you will have a second evaluated exercise. A second evaluated exercise, listen and match the image to its right comment. This exercise goes for 1 point, and you will also have 2 attempts. If you fail in the first attempt, you're going to have the second attempt to make it better, okay? Now we're gonna be talking about, we're going to be focused on grammar, expressions of quantity. Okay, so I'm gonna be asking to Gretel. Gretel. Okay, Tere, can you help me to read? Tere, could you help me to read, please? Tere Lopez, could you help me to read, please? Tere Lopez, could you help me to read, please? Okay, Naima, could you help me to read, please, if you are so kind?
Lo puede resaltar, es que no miro bien.
Eso ya le
Okay, expressions of quantity.
There are too many cars. There should be a fewer cars. There is too much traffic. There should be less pollution. We need more subway lines. There aren't enough buses. We need more public transportation. We isn't enough parking. There isn't enough parking.
Okay, thank you so much for your participation. In other words, in English, we have some words to express quantitative. We have for countable and non-countable nouns. In this case, we have much for non-countable nouns, many for countable nouns, a few for countable nouns, a little for non-countable nouns. A lot of or lots of are for both countable and non-countable nouns. And here, how do we express quantities? It means that in general, much and many are the standard quantifiers used to express a large quantities. Which expressions you will use often depend on whether the noun is countable or uncountable, and whether the sentences is negative or positive. Affirmative, uncountable, I have a lot of money. Okay, in this case is for uncountable, and let's remember that we use a lot of and lots of for countable and uncountable nouns. I have lots of money. Countable, I have a lot of friends. I have lots of friends. We also have our negative and interrogative part. Also, we have here a video tutorial to take a quick look at it, and it's related to quantifier interactive. This is a video tutorial for you to have a very clear idea related to quantifiers: much, many, a few, a little, lot of, a lot of. Okay, so let's play it. Let's play this a video tutorial, okay, about quantifiers. Okay, we have large quantities for much, many, a lot of. Small quantities, we have a few, a little. Let's remember that we have for countable and uncountable, okay, guys? Much for uncountable nouns. How much milk do you want? Because milk is an uncountable noun. And also we have some other examples. But now we are going to make this practice exercise. Select much or many to complete the questions, okay? So we're going to select the quantifier word in order to express quantities in English, okay? So let's do it. Okay, Gretel, Naima, Tere, which one? Much or many?
Much.
How much money do you have? Okay. Number two, much or many?
Many.
Many. How many brothers do you have? Number three, much or many? Much or many?
Many.
Many. Thank you.
Many.
Okay. Number four, much or many?
Much.
How much time do we have? Number five, much or many?
Much.
Much. Okay. How much coffee do you drink every day? Now we are going to make sure if your answers are right or wrong, okay? Now we're going to
Eh,
submit. Yes.
I.
Okay, number one is correct. Number two is correct. Okay, we're gonna wait a little bit. Okay, number one is correct. Number two is correct. Number three is correct. Number four and number five. So it means that all of them are correct. At the very end, we have another evaluated uh, at the very ending part, we have the last evaluated exercise. You are going to complete the sentences questions by selecting the right quantity expression. And here you will have two attempts. If you fail in the first one, you're going to make it better in the second one, okay? Do you have a question, guys? Pregunta, interrogante, sugerencia? Do you have any question? Gretel, Naima, Tere?
No, I don't have a question.
Okay, guys. So I want to explain you something, okay? For those students who could not be able to get joined to the Zoom meeting, let's remember that every single Zoom meeting is recorded and uploading in this part, enlaces. So you're basically gonna click on it, and then it will take you to the link bar. Okay, for example, the Zoom meeting session one, for those students who didn't get joined to the Zoom meeting, you're gonna click on it and it will take you to the class that was recorded and uploaded on YouTube, okay? For those students who couldn't be able to get joined to the Zoom meeting, okay? Let's remember that it's really important to get joined to the Zoom meeting, and Zoom meetings are in order to clarify doubts and questions that we might have during the session, okay? So no questions related to the session, guys. ¿Alguna pregunta, interrogante que tengan relacionada a la sesión que trabajamos el día de hoy? ¿Alguna pregunta, interrogante que tengan relacionada a la sesión de hoy? Okay. If you don't have any questions, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to have you in this Zoom meeting, and let's see us in the next Zoom meeting, okay? Bye-bye. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
Bye, teacher.
Take care, everybody. Take care. Bye.